Okay, pretty ladies, happy Wednesday. Today we are going to tackle tip number 3, which is basically encouraging your kids to eat the rainbow. Now, let's be totally honest. This one is perhaps the biggest challenge. Myself included, and many of the busy running moms in here have shared already that whether it's their children or their spouses, or people helping them in their home, it is very, very difficult to get our kids to, or family, to eat fruits and vegetables. What is a busy mom to do? Well, I have a few suggestions for you, but basically, again, we have to remember that it starts with you. As we've shared already, you know, number one, we have an epidemic in our country. We have rising rates of disease and obesity across the board, including in our children, largely due to the fact that our kids and us are addicted to sugar and have depended too much on the fast foods and the convenience foods. We cannot expect children and adults used to that situation to readily jump into eating the rainbow. Okay, so it is a process, and understanding the addiction piece at least should help you kind of put it in perspective in your mindset. You have to plan your meals. So those are the two things we've talked about so far. We have a sugar addiction problem in our country, so we have to start small, and we have to make a commitment to planning our meals. Those are the first two tips we've covered. In addition, this week, we're asking you to dive deep into some food for thought around how you, as the wife and the mom of this family, may need to shift your mindset and get control of your own ish before you can help your family. So as we go into eating this rainbow, I think that knowledge is key. Not only knowledge, but then understanding the why it's important for you to implement this into your DNA, right? Into your daily life. Eating a rainbow, meaning the bright, rich variety of colors that we can find in our whole foods. There's two words that I'm going to share with you: antioxidants and phytonutrients. And those words are super important for our health. They're, again, not a dietitian, not a nutritionist, just an educated mom. There's mounting evidence that suggests that it is our soil in our country has become depleted. The foods that we're eating, especially if we're in the processed aisles, are so nutrient deficient, which means they don't have antioxidants and phytonutrients and vitamins and minerals and all of those things that are going to help feed our bodies for health. And when you have an understanding that your body is a machine that food is information for, it's been getting poor information for so long for many of us. Phytonutrients are the colors that are rich in the fruits and vegetables that we eat. Antioxidants help us fight oxidative stress, which is what is bombarding at us from all areas of our life, and that contributes to disease. So we need to consider that the processed foods have nothing in them that are going to feed our bodies for health or prevent disease, that it really is in these foods that have the rich colors to them that we will arm ourselves. And if you can start teaching your family that, and know that you're going to have to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, that is my number one tip. So oftentimes when we're in a rut I'm guilty of this also. I eat well, but I eat the same foods often. That can lead to nutritional deficiencies in our diet too, food sensitivities and that sort of thing. We really do need to strive to eat a variety of foods in order to truly maximize the nutrients that we're getting, right? That's just something that I've learned. I know that eating these fruits and veggies can be a struggle for sure. So here's some of my tips for you guys. Take your kids with you to the grocery store. Take your children with you to the grocery store. I know what I'm asking. I know what I'm asking, mamas. I much prefer to do it myself. But when you do that, if you encourage them to kind of make a little game out of it and ask them to choose one fruit and one new vegetable each week and get them involved, encourage them to pick something that's a different color from what they had before, come on home and either look up some new recipes or encourage them to, you know, experiment with ways that they may be able to try it. Again, like we talked about with the meal planning, when they have ownership in it, they're more likely to try it. And if you can make a game out of it, all the better. I have heard some creative moms use something like a rainbow chart. So if you kind of hang up a chart, if you're a teacher and you're creative, go for it. Hang up a chart in your kitchen that will allow the kids to kind of keep track of the different colors of the rainbow that they're eating. That may be something super fun, especially for younger kids. And again, try this with a spirit of adventure. So in this area, I will allow things like ranch dressing, salsas, hummus, dips, things like that, that you, again, you're taking baby steps. So just encourage with a spirit of creativity and adventure these trying of the fruits and vegetables that you're trying to get them to eat. And also know that it can take up to 7 times, you guys, for a child to be introduced to something for them to accept it. And also know, adults, if you didn't like something as a kid, your taste buds change and your kids' taste buds will change. Don't allow your limiting, don't allow your food maybe sensitivities or dislikes to carry over to your children. Just because you don't like broccoli, you should still introduce it to your children. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. There's so many ways to be creative with this too. I know certain people like vegetables cooked a certain way and not other ways. So you can consider raw vegetables, steamed, roasted, grilled. There's so many ways to be creative with using the spices to help beef things up. It's not like we're asking you to just eat raw, uncooked, crunchy vegetables. Be creative and have a sense of adventure. So your call to action for today after watching this video is to share with us if I have missed a tip that you would like to share about how you get your kids to eat the rainbow, please share that below. And also, what I'd like you to do is share with us what your plan will be regarding this area and how you plan on implementing some of these strategies for getting your kids and your family to eat the rainbow.